there was a book written a couple of years ago titled The Prisoners of Geography. It's written by Tim Marshall. And in there, it says, some countries are not valuable for what they hold, but what they are.
Yep.
Benin is an
That
example of
port.
such a, yeah.
Yes.
Benin is an example of what he makes in that book. And so why do I say Benin is a prisoner of geography? Niger recently discovered oil. And in order to pipe the oil to the sea, there's a pipe going through from the north of Benin through to the port in Cotonou of Benin. So you now have a situation where the Chinese are the ones who laid the pipeline. The port is going to bring out the oil. And here is the conundrum. That's where the port where Cotonou sits is one of the most prime real estate when it comes to oil in the world. It's called the Gulf of Guinea. Literally, Nigeria, which is where Sister Aya is from, the oil producing areas, bets out there, Gabon, bets out there, Cameroon, bets out there, Angola, bets out there, what's it called? What's the other country? Ghana, bets out there. So any oil producing or consuming country comes in there, collects their oil and go. What these guys were trying to do is to ensure that that conduit, which is Benin, does not fall into the hands of these guys led by Lieutenant Colonel Tegri, does not fall into their hands, because if it does, it means now you've sealed that pipeline. It becomes much more dangerous for the companies that are coming to pipe. Then there is another aspect, which is where the sister comes in. Sister said Nigeria was able to mobilize in less than a couple of hours to get all their troops into Benin Republic. We cannot lose sight of the fact that one of the most vital corridors, import and export corridors for Nigeria, is the Seme Lagos border, Seme Badagry border. That border alone brings in billions worth of goods into Nigeria. So if Benin falls into the hands of quote unquote hostile forces, it means that conduit is blocked. Now, with regards to the grand scheme of things, what the article does highlight but doesn't go in depth into is that Patrice Talon has been doing what is known as state capture. Basically, he's cornered all the power. So much so that the last constitutional assembly they had created a Senate where all the former presidents will go into the Senate and would have overarching powers over what the People's Assembly decide. So again, these are all parts and parcels of the pressure that Comrade constantly reminds us that sooner or later, these countries are going to react one way or the other. And they might have put down this one, but I can guarantee you there's something else in the pipeline. So,
yeah, not only Benin, in many other African countries too. But I have a quick question for you as well.
Yeah.
So for Nigeria to intervene militarily like that, doesn't your Senate have to weigh in as well and take a vote?
Well,
forget our laws. We have no laws.
We run a top-down government. Some of what you're describing is cosmetic in nature. We run a top-down government.
I mean to the way that the Supreme Court in the United States has given Trump better power. The same is true for Tinubu, because he should never have been president in the first place.
Right. Okay. Understood. Okay.
And Nigeria being the big bully around that neck of the woods, basically, man, it was bound to happen. I should also add that as much as Nigeria doesn't have electricity, Nigeria provides all of the electricity in Benin Republic.